Welcome into NFL Daily. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Let's get into the latest NFL news and rumors, starting with some big news coming down from earlier today. It has passed. The NFL playoffs are expanding from 12 teams to 14 teams. Yes, this season, not in 2021, after the 2020 regular season. So during this season, it's got to be 14 teams. 3 wildcard teams in the NFC, 3 wildcard teams in the AFC. The biggest change is only the number 1 seed in each conference will get a bye, whereas before the top 2 seeds in each conference would have gotten a bye. Now it's just the number 1 overall seed in the AFC, number 1 overall seed in the NFC. Other 12 teams, they'll all play on wildcard weekend. So this is what wildcard weekend will look like. January 9th and 10th as of now, just after the regular 2020 regular season, it'll be the number 7 seed in the AFC and in the NFC at the number 2 seed, number 6 seed at the number 3 seed, number 5 seed at the number 4 seed, and then again, the number 1 seed for both the AFC and the NFC will get a bye week. So getting that number 1 seed more critical than ever to try and avoid playing on wild card weekend. I don't know about you guys, not a ton of great news going on in the world right now, but this is some pretty damn good news. I am excited as heck for more NFL playoff football. If you are excited, go ahead and like this video. Video goal of 1,000 likes. I think we can crush that easily. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. If you want, who doesn't want more playoff football? If you do, go ahead and hit that like button. Get us to 1,000 likes. Now, just a quick recap. If you look at the last 5 years, this is what the number 7 seed would have looked like starting with last year. Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-8, they would have gotten in. Steelers also in 2018 at 9-6-1. And the Ravens, Titans, and Jets would have been in. Oh, that 2015 Jets, that was Ryan Fitzmagic, 10-6, not quite enough to get into the playoffs. They would get in 2020. The NFC over the last 5 years, the Los Angeles Rams at 9-7, Minnesota Vikings at 8-7-1 in 2017, the Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay Bucks back in 2016, and then the Atlanta Falcons in 2015. So only 2 8-8 teams over the last 5 years would have gotten into the playoffs as the number 7 seed. So I don't think it's diminishing the regular season too much. If anything, it's increasing the value as you try and get that number 1 seed, and we get more playoff football. What we also get more of is sweet deals with our partner Fanatics. NFL hats on sale, chatsports.com/NFL hat. Go ahead and check this link in the comments. It'll be in the description as well. You click on it, boom, tons of hats on sale for up to 50% off, tons of different styles for all your favorite teams. chatsports.com/NFL hat. A lot of these hats up to 50% off. Take advantage of this sale today. Again, one more time, the link is chatsports.com/NFL hat. Check the description, check the comments section to go ahead and purchase today. More NFL news as far as the league is concerned. The NFL wants to stick to a 16-game schedule for next season. And this is not in reference to expanding to 17 games. This is what, is going on in the world right now, the Big C, as we call it here at Chat Sports, because there is legitimate concern that the season could be delayed. Gary Myers, who's covered the NFL a long time out of New York, he says the NFL does not want to reduce its regular season. Obviously, more games equals more money, so they don't want to reduce from 16 games to, say, 12, 13, or 14. NFL, as of now, is planning to release their schedule on May 9th. So that gives us about 4 or 5 weeks before the preliminary schedule comes out. Here's the tweet from Gary Myers, again, who's covered the NFL for 40-plus years, saying, according to a high-level source this morning, the NFL right now is planning on having a full 16-game season. It has not discussed contingency plans with the teams. One possibility that could emerge is delaying the start, but still getting in 16 games. Real football in March? Well, that would be bad news for the XFL, but I would say if delaying the season means football in March, maybe even into April, I'd rather have that than canceling the season. So what do you guys think? Do you think the NFL will delay the 2020 season? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Go ahead and cast your votes down in the comment section. All right, let's get into some player news. Tua Tagovailoa, one of the top quarterbacks in this year's class. Laura Rutledge hopped on to Get Up this morning, one of ESPN's morning shows, and said that, according to her sources, she expects Tua to be ready for week 1 of the NFL season, whenever that may be, whether it's delayed or not. He recently started throwing, doing some drills. You guys probably saw him tweet out a video of himself doing all of that stuff. Had surgery in the middle of November, so about 4.5 months removed at this point. He's progressing well. He's hoping to be ready for week 1 if he is projected to be a team starting quarterback. Here was a bigger chunk of the quote from Laura Rutledge saying, quote, "The belief continues to be that whenever the NFL season begins, that he would be able to play. Tua Tagovailoa would be ready by that point if the team is asking him to play that early." Obviously, what she means there is whether or not he's a starter, he would be good to go. I love Tua's game when he's healthy. He's one of the best prospects I've seen in a while. Throws a good deep ball. Yeah, he's a little undersized, but he can make all the throws. He's mobile, accurate as heck. There's a reason people are comparing him to the left-handed Drew Brees. He just throws dimes left and right, 33 touchdowns to 3 picks in just 9 games this past season at Alabama. He was obviously very good in 2018 as well. These are some teams I think that could land Tua in the draft. Obviously, the Dolphins continue to be the team that is linked to him the most. The Chargers could be in the mix. They have the number 6 pick. Carolina, Jacksonville. Could the Raiders package their picks, move up, get Tua? I think there's a possibility. Those are some teams I think make sense for the Alabama left-handed quarterback. But what do you guys think? Which team will draft Tua Tagovailoa? Obviously, draft less than 4 weeks away. We'll have you guys covered here on Chat Sports. Go ahead and let me know which team do you think will draft Tua Tagovailoa in the NFL draft. I still think it's going to be the Dolphins, but I do think there will be several teams interested. If you want to find out where NFL draft expert Tom Downey thinks he's going to go, he just released his latest mock draft. It's on the channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Just scroll down a couple of videos. It went out earlier today. You can find out where Tua went and where everybody else went. It was a trade mock draft, so Tom mixed things up with some trades. Go check it out. It's on the channel. No one's going to keep you up to date more than us here at Chat Sports when it comes to the NFL draft. So go ahead and get subscribed by hitting that big red button and check out Tom Downey's latest mock draft. Next story here, Tom Brady, TB12. It continues, guys. There was speculation. Oh, is he going to get number 12? That's Chris Godwin's number. Well, the Bucs announced today that TB12 will continue as he will wear number 12. Godwin apparently volunteered to switch away from number 12. It doesn't even look like that Tom Brady paid him. I'm sure he'll do something for Chris Godwin. But, hey, maybe Godwin's like, hey, you're the GOAT. I want to catch passes from you. You take number 12. I'll switch to number 14. No problem. That is the plan in Tampa Bay, obviously. Tom Brady, not coming off the best season of his career per se, but he's got better weapons in Tampa Bay. He's got his number, should be good to go. I think he's going to be rejuvenated for the 2020 NFL season. He's throwing to Mike Evans. He's throwing to Chris Godwin. I'm excited to see what this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense looks like coming up in the 2020 NFL season. All right, guys, just want to remind you real quick, these hats, 50% off. Chatsports.com/NFL hat. The link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Go take advantage of these deals today. Lots of different styles on sales, flat bills, baseball, whatever it is. Chatsports.com/NFL hat. A lot of these hats, guys, they're up to 50% off. So go ahead and take advantage. The link's right there, chatsports.com/NFL hat. It'll be in the comments. It'll be in the description. You can take advantage of these deals today. They're not going to last forever. A lot of these hats flying off the shelf, but go ahead and purchase right now. Next story here, keeping with the theme of the quarterbacks, are the Chargers passing on Cam Newton? It seemed like there was some interest, but Colin Cowherd of Fox Sports kind of had a hot take the other day saying, quote, Cam and Tyrod are the same guy. Obviously, Tyrod Taylor is the current quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers. They seem to be rolling with him. Cowherd does have a relationship with that franchise. Maybe they're feeding him this information. Are they trying to convince themselves that Tyrod Taylor can lead them to the playoffs? I kind of think they are. Now, you look at them side by side, it is intriguing because you take away that 15-1 season for Cam Newton where he won the MVP and led the Panthers to the Super Bowl. It's interesting. If you take away 15 wins and 1 loss, Cam Newton's actually a below 500 quarterback. So Tyrod Taylor, when he's had opportunities, he's played pretty well. I'm not saying he's a better quarterback than Cam Newton, but it may not be as far-fetched as you think, especially considering Cam Newton has dealt with injuries over the past several years. I want you guys to pick a quarterback. Type C for Cam Newton, type T for Tyrod Taylor. I'm still typing my C. I'll gamble on upside here with Cam Newton. I like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's serviceable. I don't think you can go win a Super Bowl with him. Whereas with Cam Newton, if he's fully healthy with that Chargers defense and those weapons, you might be able to make some noise. So I'm typing C for Cam Newton, but go ahead and cast your votes down below. All right, some news here. KIRKPATRICK has been released by the Cincinnati Bengals. He's only 30 years old. Seems like he's been around for a while, but only played in 6 games last season. They saved some money on the cap. So he hits the market as a 30-year-old starting caliber corner at this point in his career. Veteran player, solid cornerback for the Bengals. Doesn't get a lot of press, obviously, because Cincinnati's been terrible over the past several years. But there's a lot of teams that could be, in the market for a player like a KIRKPATRICK. Played at Alabama, been around. He's not the best corner. He definitely hasn't lived up to the hype of what he was when he got drafted. But over the past 4 years of his career, he's been pretty solid overall. I don't think you're going to get 2016 production when he had 3 interceptions and 10 pass breakups, or 14 pass breakups in 2017. But I think he can come in, be a number 2 corner for a contending team. I don't think that is far-fetched in the slightest whatsoever. I think KIRKPATRICK still has a lot to offer. What team will sign the veteran cornerback? What do you guys think? I think there's a lot of teams still on the market. I'll show you guys here in a second some teams that make sense for KIRKPATRICK, but go ahead and comment your votes down below. Some teams I think make some sense. The Dallas Cowboys, you lose Byron Jones, you could replace him with KIRKPATRICK. He's not going to be as good, but he will help. Chicago Bears still need a number 2 corner after getting rid of Prince Amukamara. Kansas City Chiefs lost Kendall Fuller, still haven't re-signed Bashaud Breeland. The Raiders, the Vikings lost a ton in their secondary. Those are some teams I think make some sense for KIRKPATRICK.